everybody, and wow, do I have the birthday glow. It's daylight savings, first day of more daylight, and as you can see, the daylight is shining upon me. Why? Because today is my 43rd rotation around the sun. That's right, people. As much as I can't believe it myself, I am 43. So I figured that today's Lisa's Commute would give you guys the answer to the question that I'm commonly asked, and I even ask it of myself. And that is, 43? Really? You don't look a day over 31. Sometimes 28. Depends on where I am and how much makeup I'm wearing and how dolled and decked up I am. Typically people think I fall between 30 and 34, which is cool because that means I'm always looking younger, and I'm always operating younger, and I'm always thinking younger. So I figured, why not give some, cougar advice to the youngins out there who have these false beliefs, thinking that when you hit a certain age, you should do certain things or shouldn't do certain things. Throw it out the window, honey. There are certain things that I don't think you should do. Like, for example, I'm 43 years old. I really don't think I need to be wearing a thong on the beach. I don't. Cute little scrunch butt bikini with topless, because I can pull that off. Fantastic. But thong, I think it's just a little... you know what? My rule is this. I did it in the 90s when I was in my 20s, and so I don't need to do it again. One and done. Okay. Moving on. More sage advice. Okay. Here's another myth. Everybody, and I had this myth. Oh my God, it was terrible. If I don't get married by the time I'm 30, I'm a loser and no one's gonna want me. False. Totally false. Here's what you gotta do. 30th birthday. If you don't have a guy, go freeze your eggs. If that's what you think you want, someday you're gonna be a mom, go freeze your eggs. Go freeze your eggs. And this way, you could spend the rest of your 30s doing you, baby. Get your career on point. Go travel. Have lovers, figure out what guys you like and what guys you don't, and really hone in on that one. Then, when you're ready, and you might be 40, you might be 42, when you find this guy, you're like, baby, ain't no thing. I got my eggs on frozen. And then you can say to him, honey, I am a thinker, so there's no rush to get married. My eggs are in a little ice pop, and I can just handle that. So it opens up your options. So you got to think ahead. The other thing is, because really there's no need. Guys, this goes for you too. I think given life expectancy and given the way people are so healthy now and having babies well into their 40s. I mean, look at Halle Berry. That chick's been banging out kids left and right in her 40s. So anyway, I think that nobody really should be getting married by before 35. I just don't see the point in it. So do what you're doing. Have your fun. See the world, experience your life, because when you really get into a marriage, it is a level of commitment that honestly requires, it is hardcore. It's hardcore, and people enter it lightly. I mean, I kind of entered it lightly, I'm not going to lie. I was like, yeah, whatever, I could always get divorced. Not good. Not good. No es bueno. So then the last thing, I guess my third tip would be, just be happy. I mean, God, especially in my 40s, man, there is nothing I am gonna waste my time on if it doesn't make me happy. If I have a group of people around me and they're solid and they're engines and they're pushing me along, awesome. Welcome to the party. Here's the glasses, champers. You can stay. But the second you start draining me and taking your neediness and your crap and putting it on me, that's going to lead to wrinkles, which I can't. I don't have time for that. And don't make your problems my problems. I'm not into drama. I squish it. I tell people how I feel. You're going to come at me. Good luck. Good luck with that. And you know who I'm talking to. So back off. And then everybody else, you know what? I live a life of celebration. That's what it is. And if you're not going to celebrate, I kind of got to move on. Sorry. And, there are friends that are still with me. There are friends that aren't with me all the time, but they're with me in spirit. And then there are those that just, you know, faded away and went along their journey, and I love them still and I wish them well, but life has a way of moving you forward. And some people come along and some people don't. And that's okay. You gotta make new friends, you gotta meet new people, you gotta push out of your comfort zone, you gotta live in a different place, you gotta do your thing to bring happiness to you. So that when you are older, like me, and it's your 43rd rotation around the sun, you can smile and say that you're truly happy where you are and more excited for where you're going. I can't wait to see what this year brings me. It's gonna be crazy. I'm so excited. So anyway, thanks to everybody who's wished me a happy birthday. And remember, don't skip your birthday ever. It's your life. You should always be happy to live it. Bye.